Hey, so leave a comment when you can, when you get in. But I wanted to sort of go over something, and it's about, I'm dating, and I'm definitely, I talked to you guys about being in your divine feminine energy, not just feminine, but divine feminine, sort of like how we sort of came here, how we were supposed to be with the masculine energy, us going in and them going out, them providing for us nurturing, but us also being emotionally and spiritually an anchor, right? So they do the physical in this physical world, but we need to do the spiritual and emotional and spiritual growth and development, not only for us, but it uplifts everyone around us. Our emotional and spiritual development as women is so powerful in lifting everyone else up. So yeah, they're supposed to be outside working in physical and this. And so when you're doing that, it's a different energy in this country, and it's very healing. But I wanted to go into dating and being in synergy, the consistency I'm starting to see. And I've been having the last few men who have been very serious too, we were talking about marriage with, have been blue collar and skilled blue collar at that. One was a truck driver who wanted to own their own truck driving business, so future business owner, not now. That was an issue. But and another one was own his own construction company. So both men, and then I'm talking to another one, and he likes old girl Lisa. And I am an accomplished woman. I'm an author. I have like a level of class to me. So you would think that I would want some other intellectual or another guy, but it's so funny. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, this guy was telling me he's getting a degree and getting a different job. He's going to like offshore wind turbine maintenance. I don't know. They make good money. And I was like, oh my gosh, before I knew what he was doing, I was like, don't get behind a computer. Those guys are soft. And so I wanted to talk about the evolution of my journey of like, when you're really in your feminine energy, these guys who are consistently in their masculine and still have kept hold of it and haven't been emasculated are the hardworking blue collar. But I say skilled because someone at my level, you can't be unskilled with me. Like you gotta have a skill. You have to have gone to trade school or apprentice school for someone like me. And the people who follow me as well are accomplished Black women with degrees, and they make money, and they're six figures, and they're business owners. However, I'm finding that there is this really nice area and sweet spot with skilled blue collar workers. And this is what I'm finding consistently with them versus the white collar workers who may make more, but not always the case. Honestly, these blue collar workers are pulling it down. I'm going to talk about some of the numbers. But I'm finding that maybe it's because they're still outside. They're still working with their hands. They're still crafting. They're still working with people. They're not behind a desk all day. They're with people. They're with customers. They're with contractors. They're with people in the neighborhood. They're still around people. They're still in the elements. They're outside. They're working with their hands. They got to get up. They got to stretch. You know, the last 3 guys that I seriously dated, you know, we talk about their stretching routine before they leave at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I'm saying this as I am educated. I am a high, you know, I'm a high income earner, over 6 figures, at least in revenue. I run a business, so, you know, there's expenses. You know, there is a certain expectation, but the funny thing is, these guys are right up there with the blue collar workers and the white collar workers and how much they make. So not only are they more masculine and they're around men all day, so they actually stayed men. I will be very honest. I'm not ruling it out, but I'm finding when I'm with white collar guys, they're softer. They don't know how to work with their hands. They know how to DIY stuff, which you don't have to do, but it's something I respect. They're not as strong physically. They're soft. They're just soft that they get these white collar jobs. However, the blue collar guys, I mean, it's all lean. I mean, they're not perfect bodies. Some do, some don't. Depends on how they go to the gym or not. But it's so consistent with like their men. They know how to carry things, get things done. They know how to build things. They know how to work on things, especially if you own a house and houses like I do. It's always really cool when they just come over and just start fixing stuff up. But I'm finding like not only are their wages commiserate, so they might be starting 60, but they get something a salary white collar workers don't get, which is overtime. So yeah, it might start off 60, but it's like 80 or 90, which is very respectable income on their own. Like they don't need you. They can provide for you. You can live off that very comfortably. And if you bring your own assets, which I do, it can be very powerful. But they tend to actually just be very masculine, you know, like providing on the dates and providing for you and wanting to help, wanting to assist, wanting to take care of, like knowing that's their role. They're still aware of what their role is. And so money isn't even that bad because the one was the truck driver, and he was like at 55, but like he's always employed. He could quit a job and get one the next day because there's such a lack of skilled labor. Like having a job and being able to move with that job is not an issue at all. And you know, I tend to attack hardworking men, so there are people who get jobs because people like them because they deliver and they get stuff done. If you're lazy or something, that's just I'm gonna smell it. Like we're not even gonna be compatible. Like I only get ones who are hardworking, which I can be too. So, you know, it just like attracts like. But I'm finding that even if they make that, you know, they're like, well, I also want to own a business. I've been looking at the different routes. And if I get this route, I can buy into it. And this is how much it costs. And they definitely have that 6-figure potential, which is cool. But another one is like when you own your own contracting point, use like a low month is 12,000, but generally 12 to 20. So it's like you guys want these providers and whatnot. You're looking for someone who's as educated as you, but I just want to say for the women who are into their divine feminine energy, like really take a look at these blue collar workers. And another one, he's doing a wind turbine, which starts at which is 70 with the per diem, but they again get overtime, and they're 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I mean, they're looking at with overtime 80, 90,000, and so some of us women are like, in your mind, you know. So me being in my feminine energy, I'm not looking for a title in the man I'm dating. I'm looking for a masculine man to provide. And I'm consistently finding the skilled blue collar. Not only can they provide financially, but they're also still masculine and know that's their role. And they're confident and they take control and they know how to lead things. They didn't lose it. Whereas I am being very honest, the white collar guys, they're very soft. They're very soft. They're very a bit more emasculated, like taking that dominant, strong, confident role they don't have. Maybe it's because they're not working with people. Whereas if you're in a skilled blue collar trade, be it welding or whatnot, you have to deal with all sorts of people who are knuckleheads who are not. You just learn how to lead because you have to, because you're interacting with people. You're out in the field. And so, I don't know, they just feel a strong sense of confidence and leadership that these white collar guys are necessarily getting. You know, they're just sort of following up there. We're not being able to get the chance to be a leader, even if it's a small leader. So I just wanted to say, you know, it's just been really fun when you're in your feminine energy. Those are the ones who are coming through. And when you get them skilled, they're honestly probably making more money than you. And that's the funny part. So, you know, I come from a working class background. So it just might be that even though I have my degree, you know, I'm a business owner and I do work and, you know, and I do network with people who are sort of in the higher class, you know, real estate investors and authors and successful online business owners, even though that's my thing. When it comes to dating, which is different than business and making money, I'm just finding the most luck there. So I just wanted to go, hey, there needs to be a video on here, heads up. And someone needs to really start saying, hey, you're sleeping on some great men, right? And, you can sleep on whoever you want, but I don't sleep on anybody. I don't sleep on communities. I don't sleep on anything, and my life reflects it. And so I just wanted to put that out there. Like, it doesn't always have to look the way you thought it had to look in order to get what you want. And like I said, when you're in your feminine energy, like, they're the ones who consistently come through with leadership, confidence, knowing how to do things, knowing their place as the role, and the leader. So I just wanted to go into that. That was sort of interesting. And also, like, they make more money than some of these white collar guys. What do you like? And it's funny because I have sort of a higher aesthetic of what I want. My kids go to private school. I'm looking to get my daughter in an international French immersion school. So they're not talking to a basic decade, right? They're talking to Lisa, who's at an elevated level in status. And I want the same for my kids in legacy. But the interesting part is that because they're skilled and they've learned leadership, when I say these things to them, they're not like, not for my kid, put them in normal school. They're like, okay, because all of a sudden you're taking sort of your class of elevation and making their legacy go, well, this woman's going to push you higher and have you more comfortable in the surroundings that, you wouldn't have just seen, that they wouldn't have get. So it's actually like a really good combination for sort of lifting things up. So I just wanted to put that. It's a very interesting perspective I'm seeing, but I highly recommend you guys don't overlook it. I'm loving my blue collar man, and some of them are making more money than me. So do what you want. Do whatever you want. But I just wanted to put that out there that, your counterpart doesn't have to also be educated to give you provide exactly what you need. And sometimes in the way that you want it, especially if you're really masculine. All right, thank you. Bye.